was never able to be close. We was not able to have a friendship.
I was already working on my friendship with her.
From the beginning, me and Stalking had been having problems.
Nique got caught cheating on King with Fredo Bang. Why you popping up on my house? Like, you know, why you popping up on me like that? Like, that's weird. But
He cheated on me type of things.
King said, man, I ain't never talked to Carmen. I don't know what she's talking about.
People was stalking. No.
Carmen texted me, King ride past the house. Why you popping up on me like that? Like, that's weird. But
He cheated on me type of things.
King said,
her boyfriend was, I guess was really like stressed out in his relationship, and he needed someone to talk to.
King, that with my manager, that they not like this, cause they not signed with us no more. You know what I'm saying? They not my manager. They owe our manager money or whatever. I don't know, cause I don't get the business. But my manager said they owe the money, so so they not cool.
I wasn't the person that he went to. He went to
our manager. Sat down with our manager. He said that he wanted to talk to our manager because he wanted to see can he trust her, and he wanted to tell her, he wanted to get some advice from her or whatever.
Apparently King was saying that he basically liked Carmen and was doing stuff with her.
She met up with Stalking, talked to him for 4 hours, had a whole conversation. Stalking was just basically telling his whole feelings. He was spilling out the beans that me and him ain't been right, we ain't been good. Some stuff happened where he basically confessing his love and saying that
girl or whatever.
Yeah, I like her. Like, he was kind of, I guess, going around the bushes and not really getting to direct what he wanted to say because he didn't know if he could trust her or not.
But our manager didn't know who the girl was. So
I don't want you to go around the bushes. Like, don't waste my time. If you know you need help or you want me to give you advice.
Okay, who you been messing with?
She started saying names.
She started assuming like, okay, so who is this girl? Is it Kiana J? Is it Chaz? Some other girl name? And he was like, nah. And my manager, she confused. She just named females one off the story that he told her.
So she said my name.
Like, what made you say that? What made you say Carmen?
Caught him off guard on some like, why Carmen?
He was like, how you knew? And she was like, all the stuff that he said matched up to Carmen.
I make more sense to be used in his situation. Therefore, y'all, Carmen do go through a lot. Carmen this, Carmen this.
He went into detail about everything, y'all.
Yeah, I have sex with her.
Carmen 4 times.
He said they in the car.
He made Carmen come 8 times. Him and Carmen been texting. He texted her off an app. He loved Carmen and he made a song about Carmen. All types.
Ebony ends up contacting Carmen.
Ebony calls Carmen right after she meets with Stalking. Ebony never told Carmen about nothing, about who she met with or nothing. She said, I know what's going on. Stay at your house and don't leave.
She sounded like scared, like it's so much going on. And she was like, you need to stay where you at and come to me straight in the morning. We need to talk. Just know I know. When she said that, I'm like, no, wait. I'm confused. So that's when I called Corey before anything else. I was like, did you say anything to her about this King situation this morning and all that? He was like, no, wow, what's going on?
And according to what Ebony has told Nique, Carmen ended up contacting King.
Carmen calls King and said, did you talk to Ebony? This, that, and the third. I don't know what the conversation was. King texts Ebony again and said, did you call Carmen? Come to find out, one of these days, it's a whole meetup where Ebony, Carmen, and Stalking met up. During this meeting, Ebony said that she would meet with both of them face to face. So Ebony said that Ebony lived about 10 minutes away from Carmen. That it took Carmen 40 minutes to get to Ebony's house that day. She told me that she's thinking that King and Carmen met up to talk about the situation, get their story right.
He said I took 30 minutes, but it was not 30 minutes that I took. I was sharing my location with Chaz and Allie the whole time, literally. If I would have took that long, I'm pretty sure they would have called me like, are you okay? We just want to make sure like going on, but okay.
Anyway, when Carmen gets there, Ebony ends up telling her everything.
So I'm just headed there to get the information. So when I get there, I'm starting hearing about, he said that he has with you, that he like you, he going through it, then he feels so hurt because this happened with him and her, but that y'all have in the car.
Disgusting.
And then you came 11 times and has time listen. I'm like, wait, what? Oh my God, who said that? I was confused at that moment because I'm like, how we go from you telling me what Corey told you and you denied that? You say you never spoke to me to you having sex with me.
The sounds of it sounds like Carmen challenged her, basically telling her to call King.
So I'm mad because I'm like, okay, I feel like you're not finna play about my reputation. So I told her, I said, call him. Let's talk. All three of us talk. It's one thing when a person says something to you and go to tell somebody else versus when you confront them and versus when you like, okay, what did you say? Said it to my face, you know. So I was like, call him. And she was like, it's late, call him, let's meet up. You met with him already, so now it's my turn to meet up with him. Call him.
According to Nique, Ebony wanted to meet up with both of them. It wasn't Carmen told her to call King.
She called him. I'm in the car with her to go meet with him or whatever.
They end up confronting King.
We met up with King. We had met up in a public parking spot.
We go and meet.
And when we got there, he was kind of nervous that I was there.
And the first thing that I did was I went off with him and I said,
why me? That's the first question that I asked. I said, why me? Why my name?
And I was making jokes of like, oh, this the car we supposed to have 4 times? What days? What days we did all that? So it was more so, why did you say what you said?
And apparently King did all this to test Ebony's loyalty.
So he didn't look at me, he looked at her and said, this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if I can trust you to not go back and tell her. And you failed because you went exactly what I thought you was finna do. You went and told her everything that I said, and now we're here. So that means I can't trust you. When I really wanted to trust you, I'm really going through some stuff, and I just wanted to talk to you and see, can I trust you? Because I didn't want to go to my mama. I can talk to me, and you know, he wants somebody else out that don't know the situation so he can get some real advice.
The best way was to put me and my relationship on the line, basically. But that kind of was like, why did you even say what you said when you're not even signed with this manager? You been not talking to this manager. So it was like, why her? You know what I mean?
I started going out for him and I said, some stuff you just don't say. You just don't accuse another person of doing it. Like, and then I started like saying, I said, okay, so you said that we had we did this and we did that. I said, when did we do this? What time did I had and did you have that we did everything that you said?
After this, King ends up apologizing to Ebony.
But that's when he was like, he looked at me, he was like,
I apologize to you for bringing your name up.
But you was the one that made more sense of what I was trying to say or what I was trying to do. So I apologize to you and I apologize to her for coming at her.
Trying to use you for what I needed.
What I said was a lie, this and third. So I'm mad because it's like, you can't just, you know, come to this person and say this whole bunch of things. Now you got this person looking at the situation like, okay, that makes sense, that makes sense. Is it true? Is it not true? You got that person questioning things to the point where it's like, what we supposed to do now that you said that? Like, how we supposed to move on from the fact that you basically bragging or, you know, making stories about you having sex with somebody else, and especially you having sex with the person that's close to your girl. That's what made it work. So I did my thing. I went off with him and I was like, I don't know what you got going on, but just leave me out of it, leave Corey out of it, leave this whole relationship out of that. Like, just leave it alone.
This situation happened. They all had an agreement to keep everything that was said where they left it, so things wouldn't go on social media, so things would get worse.
That morning we had agreed that we were just gonna keep it there due to the fact that we didn't want to be here.
We know Corey, and it was like a thing where we didn't want things to go to social media. We didn't want to be in drama, which that's something me and Corey have been working on, to not get on drama. And then it was like, and then your situation, she's crazy. We know what she's capable of. Just by her hearing the word he has somebody else, like that's it. Like, she don't want to hear nothing else.
Kind of a good thing that this didn't get to her or things didn't go that left is because we was all trying to protect each other at the end of the day. Like, me was trying to protect our brain regardless. Ebony, the manager, was trying to protect both of them. Mind you, they're not even signed to them, to her.
But
so we are still trying to protect because we didn't want this to be another Prince family situation. Because this case is really no messages, no proof, videos, no nothing.
So we was like, let's just keep this here, but let's make an agreement. We're not gonna talk about this no more. This is the end of it. We was like, okay, cool. Then we left.
But then Ebony apparently ends up calling Corey, telling him everything that happened.
I get a call. My manager called me. We got a problem. I'm in the bed. What's up? So I had a meeting with King, and she just broke everything out to me. King said he fought Carmen 4 times. He made Carmen.
According to Corey, the manager was telling him that King wanted to do some weird-ish, from what it sounds like, creep-ish.
My manager told me that he said that he seen her pull up and drop some flowers off. Like, he know how to get in our house. He know that we don't got cameras. He want to come in and try to have some Carmen, something like that. It was what it was. It was what it was. Something like that. He want to try to sneak in on Carmen and like that. Like, some type of psycho type. It was just weird.
According to Nique, it was Carmen that said that.
She told Corey to explain, dropped off food to her house randomly. She don't know why. So Corey explained, stole some flowers from Corey. She done told all that stuff. So you just basically saying King is stalking you now.
And I'm on the phone like, what? Like.
Now, unfortunately, on Carmen's video, she didn't give too much detail on the whole stalkish situation. And in the video with her and Corey, she didn't really give any input into that when Corey was talking about it. He was even asking her questions and she was just dead. So now we have basically two conflicting stories about this whole stalkish situation. So who's the person who came up with these claims that King was stalking Carmen? Corey said that Carmen said that she saw King drive past the house, and apparently the manager's telling Nique stuff. The manager also apparently told Corey that King was on some psycho-ish. So who did it come from? Who started these rumors that King was stalking? So of course Corey's upset and he ends up calling Carmen.
I hung up home. I called Raw because I called Carmen. That's why I called Raw. I said, man, no, take Carmen the phone. I'm gonna call her. She said she was gonna sleep, so we made her wake up. I'm on FaceTime like, hey, I'm gonna ask you this question. You got what the going on? If this shit true, whatever, like, let me know what's up. So Carmen told me everything that happened. Some shit that my manager didn't tell me.
Oh, my manager didn't tell me that. So I'm like, so, okay, like, now it got weird, because I'm like,
after this, Corey started to not trust Carmen.
Since, like, there was a little off. So Corey started questioning me, like, okay, where were you this day? And why it took you so long to come back? And this and that. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I went to downtown. And downtown is like 40 minutes from the house. That me 40 minutes going there, did what I did, came back, that's another 40 minutes. That's literally like an hour and a half. So I'm still breaking everything down. I'm like, how do you need to, you know, hack something and find record of what I was doing? We can do that. I don't have nothing to hide. So he was like, okay.
Did you guys think this story started to get real fishy? Let me know in the comment section below.
I feel some type of way. I was like, man, so cause I didn't know what was true. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go all with you saying right now, cause you're not gonna just tell me the truth right then and there. You're not gonna tell me if you did do it. You're not gonna just tell me you did it. So like, I didn't know what to believe because like she even said the story seems so accurate. Like,
so I kind of noticed that Corey had the thing in the back of his head thinking. So that's when I look and feel some type of way, because I'm like, okay, you must don't trust me 100% for you to automatically think that what was said was true.
Now keep in mind, all of this was happening when Corey was in Alabama. Ali, let's just call it Ali. He even vented on Twitter during this time.
you know, this shit in my mind as I'm always 9 hours away from home, and I'm still dealing with this shit like at home, like what the fuck going on back at home. So
by the time Corey came back, Corey was kind of still upset about it.
I'm talking about the situation again, and I was on her ass still trying to get information out of her because I'm still trying to see the truth.
And it was some stuff was playing in the back of his head and stuff.
I didn't know what to believe. I'm like, did you really this nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like King, like. I just thank God that I don't have the big tendencies that you have. I really thank God that I was raised different. It's off the market. Like, I was mad. I was like, I'm gonna tell Nique.
Why you ain't tell Nique that you was fucking King?